Hello, this is Edward, and I have some stuff to tell you. Okay, so the rebellion is started, and me and Sam, we need your help. We're gonna stop this from happening before they fucked it all up. Because I am not a liar, okay? You listen. Okay, so you might remember this from one of the tapes. But, okay, so how it's going to happen is we have a plan to find Glasses, the cursed object, and use that weapon of their own creation against them. Now, if you're wondering why they're bad, well, if you knew this whole thing, some people have been born with, or not have been, but are born, not like a disability, but are just born with, like, powers, different kind of powers, and, like, surprisingly, it's kind of easy to handle, but the government abused those people's powers and is using them for stuff that they shouldn't, causing them to abuse those people. And so me and Sam, we worked at the place. Most of the time, me and Sam, and we were both like child psychologists there, and we both realized that this was not good. So we knew we had to do something about it. And then what had happened is that some of them started using that aggression into a form of something else to get back on the world, perhaps. Maybe, if that's what you want to call it, but like, I don't know. They were like that, but they had, how do you say, very unfocused rage. So yeah. And then one of not kids, but teens went missing on Halloween after getting out of that building, and his friends just said he disappeared out of nowhere. And he was one of the kids that was with powers, and we thought he'd be fine after we let him go behind the government's back. And yeah. So Mason, he shot himself. But because of the love that he felt for Rosie, he came back to life pretty much. But he didn't come back to life in our world because there's just one other person that I still haven't quite told you about from when we were working there, who already had powers but underwent a certain experiment. And they got mad at them. And then there's Mason. He could we had these electric powers. And then there was this whole thing where like Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde or whatever, he could turn into something when he got angry. But, however, he got attacked by someone else there. And he was actually one of the good ones, and he's still alive. You've seen him. You've maybe seen him or heard him the most here, but he is still alive, and he needs our help because he went to another world, a different universe, if you will, pretty much. But me and him can still talk without even looking at each other through that universe somehow. And also, Rosie is still trapped somewhere in this void, almost like the bookshelf from Interstellar. Like, it's infinite. And so we need to figure out how to surpass this first. But it seems to have something to do with the study that she published in an article about a new study on the mentality of humans, which a lot of people didn't like her because she was exposing the government's secrets, and especially the secret stuff of this little town. And this one, he was one of the teens with powers and he underwent an experiment, and of course he was fine with it, but instead of like going after the government or whatever, not only was he going after us, he was going after the people, and he was like working with the bad people, most of whom belong in hell and are there, like Oliver. That man was the man who hired me, and well, let's just say he's kind of better off how he is now. Anyways, I know that got a little bit dark, but I digress. Okay, so what we're gonna do is basically gonna try and find a way to do that. And then also, there's an issue with some of his powers that I feel like we can fix. Not fix, but break. But anyways, they both saw it, but only one of them really listened, which is a good thing, because the other one didn't, and you know who he is. And he's with us now, so yeah, pretty good. I mean, not the best news, but like it's not terrible, especially in contrast to this entire thing. Like it just seems a bit better. Anyways, we need your help. Me and Sam both need your help.